Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Physics Tricks. So in this video I'll be taking projectile motion formulas and some problems related to projectile motion. So see here, first one in projectile motion you have to remember is, and that is equation of trajectory. What is the equation of trajectory? It is y is equal to x tan theta minus gx squared divided by 2u squared cos squared theta. So this is the equation of trajectory that you need to remember. So how it came? It is because of, as you can see, if I throw the ball with velocity u supposed to be, then it will have what is called as the horizontal component and the vertical component. Horizontal component being u cos theta and the vertical component being u sin theta. So vertical component will change according to z. Why? Because this u cos theta, that is the horizontal component, on this horizontal component only the g will be acting, isn't it? And this g is perpendicular to this u cos theta. That means this perpendicular force can change the direction, right? This perpendicular force can change the direction of this u cos theta, but the magnitude will not be changed by this. Okay, now so over here this u sin theta's magnitude will get changed because of this g, isn't it? Because of this g, the magnitude of this u sin theta will get changed, but u cos theta will always remain same, and that too in the horizontal direction only. Okay, so now what will happen? This ball will change its position. Let us consider x comma y. So along x it will change as u cos theta into t, and along y it will become y is equal to u sin theta minus u sin theta into t minus 1 by 2 gt squared. So accordingly put t value and you will get this equation, right? So a is equal to tan theta we have, and b is equal to g by 2u squared cos squared theta, right? So 2u squared cos squared theta. Now what is the range? Range formula we have a by b, height formula we have a square by 2b, and u is equal to root of a1 plus a square g divided by 2b. Right, now this triangle you need to remember, and in this triangle tan theta is a, indicates it is 1 root of 1 plus a squared. So cos theta value you can calculate, sin theta value you can calculate from this triangle. Okay, and one more thing we have, and that is r tan theta is equal to 4h. That is what you have to remember, or else this can also be written as r into a is equal to 4 into h. Okay, this you need to remember. So now the second one, as you can see, the time of flight we have, maximum height we have, and the range we have. What is the time of flight formula? It is 2u sin theta by g. Maximum height formula u squared sin squared theta by 2g, and range formula u squared sin 2 theta by g. These three formulas are important. Okay, these three formulas are important. U is initial velocity, theta is angle of projection, g is acceleration due to gravity. Okay, so one more formula is there. If we have a supposed to be the pole of height h, and if I consider this is the angle alpha and this is the angle beta, then we can write tan alpha plus tan beta is equal to tan theta. This is also very important formula. In most of the questions, this formula will be used, which has the pole of height h. Okay, now sure. Third one, projection from the top of the tower. In this, what is the equation of trajectory? Equation of trajectory is y is equal to g by 2u squared x squared. As y is directly proportional to x squared, this ball will go along the parabolic path, right? Along the parabolic path we can say. And the range formula we have, r is equal to u root of 2h by g, and the time of flight formula from the point of projection till the ground, it is root of 2h by g. So these are the three formulas we have that you need to remember in this projectile motion. Now after this, do remember this thing, it's very important. Projectile, what is projectile? Projectile indicates you have to apply the kinematical equations. You have to apply the kinematical equations along the horizontal and the vertical direction. That's it. What is projectile? Projectile indicates you have to apply the kinematical equations along the horizontal and the vertical direction. Now how I'll show. See, if I just throw the ball with a velocity u at an angle theta, this ball will follow the certain trajectory, and that trajectory we know, and that is the parabolic trajectory, isn't it? This is called as the parabolic trajectory. Okay, no problem. Now see, I can make two components of this. It is u sine theta and u cos theta. So now just forget about the projectile. It is only the horizontal and the vertical motion that you need to remember, that you need to apply the equations, right? So see here, now along the horizontal, as you can see, it is the range which we have. It is the maximum horizontal distance. Along the vertical direction, the maximum vertical direction we have is displacement we have is h max, and the time required for this ball to go from one point to the other point is called as the time of flight. Now just forget about the projectile. It is only the horizontal and the vertical direction that you need to remember. Along the horizontal direction and along the vertical direction, if I apply the kinematical equation, what will happen? Now see, along the vertical direction, firstly ball will go up and it will come back to the same position. So can we say along the vertical direction displacement is 0 meter? The time required for the ball to go up and come down is called as the time of flight, isn't it? Right now, then we have acceleration along the vertical direction is minus g. Then we have what is called as the initial velocity in the vertical direction is u sine theta. Now if I just apply kinematical equations along the vertical, sorry, firstly horizontal, but I wrote vertical over here. So just I'll write these things over here. So I'll just shift it. Yeah. So see, firstly I'll apply along the vertical direction. Now as you can see, along the vertical direction, so sy we have v is equal to u plus at, you can write s is equal to ut plus half at squared, v square is equal to u square plus 2as, you can write. Okay, so if I apply the s is equal to ut plus half at squared, so sy we have is uy into t plus 1 by 2 ay into t squared. So what is sy over here? 0 is equal to uy we have is u sine theta into time of flight capital T, because the time required for the ball to go up and come down is called as the time of flight. It is t squared. Now if you just transpose this u sine theta into t this side, you will get 1 by 2 gt squared. So this t get cancelled, and time of flight we have is 2u sine theta divided by g. Isn't this very simple now? Tell me, isn't this very simple? If you just apply the kinematical equations along the vertical, now along the horizontal, now what will happen? So along the horizontal, what are the displacements, time of flight, everything? So x we have is r range, time we have is time of flight capital T, then the velocity we have is ux, and that is equal to u cos theta, and the acceleration along the horizontal direction is 0 meter per second squared, because acceleration in the horizontal direction is 0, no? Right now, acceleration in the horizontal direction is 0. So if I apply kinematical equation along horizontal direction, then range we can write capital R is equal to u cos theta into time of flight. So u cos theta into time of flight is 2u sin theta by g. So which is 2 u sin theta is the velocity along the vertical direction, and u cos theta is the velocity along the horizontal, initial velocity along the horizontal direction divided by g. So we have 2 ux ui divided by g. This is the range we have. Or else one more formula is there. R is equal to, this is so u squared, we have u squared, we can write into 2 sin theta into cos theta divided by g. Now what is 2 sin theta into cos theta? So u squared sin 2 theta divided by g. So this is the range. And last formula, maximum height formula. For maximum height, we'll apply Sy, and that is equal to h. For the maximum height, we have the time of ascent. That time we can write is capital T by 2. That time we can write as capital T by 2, and the acceleration along the vertical direction is minus g. So okay, so now we can apply the second kinematic equation along the vertical direction. So Sy is equal to uy into the T by 2 plus 1 by 2 ay into T by 2 whole squared. So Sy we have is h, which is equal to uy we have is u sin theta into T by 2 plus 1 by 2 ay we have is minus g. So it will be t square by 4. Now tell me, what is t? T is 2u sin theta divided by g. Just now we have calculated. So what is t by 2? It is u sin theta divided by g. Put this value over here and we'll get h is equal to u sin theta, in bracket it is u sin theta by g minus 1 by 2 g, it is t square by 4, indicates u squared sin square theta by g square. So this get cancelled, and as you can see, we can take u squared sin square theta divided by g common, in bracket 1 minus 1 by 2 will get. So it will be u squared sin square theta divided by 2g. So this is the maximum height. So whenever you think of projectile, you have to be like, you have to think in a vertical and a horizontal way and just apply the kinematic equation. You will get each and every question regarding projectile motion, right now. So these are the kinematical equations, these are the formulas which we have. So do it thoroughly, and if you have any doubt, you can always comment in the comment box. I'll try to reply to your comment as soon as possible. Thank you so much.